Hey! Welcome to me inn. Ha ha! It looks like the bard is about to begin. I'll pour ya an ale over the stories, fables, and tales about the swords, sickles, and spells in the depths of the swells. So take a listen to the tales that we spin here at the Carriage Rest Inn.
All right, and welcome to another episode of Carriage Rest Tales. I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Mike, and to my left we have...
What up, what up? This is Ryan. I'll be playing Kincaid, the Sorcerer.
Hello, and this is Nick, and I'll be playing Vaso, the half-orc barbarian.
Hey guys, it's Sam, and I'm playing Woods, the Elven Ranger. I'm also kind of sick, so I'm going to try really hard not to cough.
I would appreciate that as the editor.
Dogs right on cue.
Dogs right on cue.
Coughing, man. Hey guys, we just wanted to thank everyone who helped us out at Gen Con. Our merch girls, AJ, Katie, Brandon, and Vic, who also happen to be our beautiful statues and cosplayers. Also, the Monster Game Night guys, thank you guys so much. And all of the fans, everyone that came out and listened to our live show, came to our one-shots, and then every single person, all 1,500 of you that we personally handed out either a fan or a koozie or a snack. Thank you so much for the engagement. We really appreciate it.
Yes, we do. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Honestly,
Thank you,
thanks,
Sam.
Mike. Mike did
you
so
did
much
great.
work.
Yeah,
So much work. And as a thank you, the guys got Mike the coolest thing. So the tapestry that we had made, they framed it. I guess Ryan had it framed to hang in the studio. So we'll get a picture on the website. It is sick.
I mean, it is Nomus. I feel like
Yeah.
I should probably frame it.
Yeah, thanks. It's awesome.
Nomus, and the other character is Vive, which you remember from season 1, episode, I want to say 17, is where he makes his first appearance.
I love it.
All right, so now that we're not in front of a crowd and don't have the jitters, what do you guys remember about the Easter eggs that I dropped in the live show?
Oh, you mean the show of puzzles?
The show of puzzles, yes.
The show of Kincaid's backstory.
Yeah.
Show Kincaid's backstory, puzzles, and audience engagement.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think one thing that we should note was that we all died at one point.
We did all die. And all came back.
And Vaso, he turned into a gold shard, but Kincaid and Woods did not.
Which is like interesting, right? Because we know Woods is, I don't know, half goddess maybe, or that can happen. So I'm wondering, is Kincaid the same? Like, are you?
I think we're not native to Ivana, is what I'm thinking.
You don't think I'm native? Oh, that's going to be.
Well, you had that weird dream in the first act about being in the woods and crawling.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking you were maybe
Let's roleplay
somehow
this.
more connected to. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we can still keep talking, but I want to roleplay this in character because me as a person
You just put
realized.
that together?
Yeah, I just put some stuff together.
Kincaid wouldn't know that though.
Dang it.
They did share some stuff with you, but I don't think she shared the dream with you.
I don't think I shared the dream with
Kincaid
anyone.
would remember a weird dream as you as a baby.
Yeah. That's weird. What else?
Didn't we all lose a memory or something?
Oh, yeah.
I gained a memory.
You did. You gained a cool one.
Yeah.
What was it again?
I guess Kincaid had a memory of meeting the Harbinger.
You had a memory of meeting the Harbinger creation. He was talking to your clan for some reason. That's just the memory you've got, but that was confusing to you because you don't believe you're from this plane, so how would you have met the god from this plane?
Yeah. I mean, Kincaid was pretty distracted because his mortal enemy showed up.
Yep.
Made a fool out of him.
No,
So
you only died once.
No, he laughed at me. It's like, oh, we got Kincaid here, knowing he slaughtered my clan. And now he's making me solve puzzles
Apparently for the second time.
for the second time.
And
now,
it's embarrassing that you were doing it for the second time.
Now he wants to be my patron. Nope.
Yeah, we're going to have to dive into that in the episode.
Let's roleplay that.
Let's roleplay that. All right, we have an agenda now for our next episode.
Hope you're prepared for us just to roleplay.
What memory did you lose?
Oh, the best
Snacks.
one where I ate all the 37 snacks.
Yeah. It was at the
pizza logs and the fried Oreos.
It was at the Friends or Giving of Thanks festival.
Choco
The
tacos.
paint drop, right?
Wait.
Was that the paint drop?
Rainbow drop. Bruce.
Rainbow drop.
The turkey leg and the churros.
Did
The
you
flapjack?
did you write all that down?
Well, that episode was so long. I was writing a lot of stuff down. Brisket sliders, hot cheese. There's a whole thing of hot cheese. Oh, that's so sad. And you...
So I lost a bad memory. The memory where I got sucked over into the other side, into Denoa by myself. The episode where we each
Did
Our
an
separate
individual.
episodes.
yeah, like
yeah.
our separate episodes. So that was a bad memory that Vasto lost.
So do you still
So-
have that blade thing?
He does still have the blade,
Yep.
but he doesn't
So
know
you're
where
gonna
it came from.
you're gonna what that? What's this?
What is...
Yeah,
Let's roleplay that.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna bring that up. Yes, for sure.
What, I also remember talking about one of my bad memories. Did I lose it? The one...
I think you did. I thought you lost 2 memories, but maybe not.
I did. No, I did. And it was the memory, because you had asked for a bad memory.
Was it the? Oh, it was the time you got. I locked you out on the
Yeah, it
other
was the time
side.
you tried to kill me.
The more recent,
And then I
the
did.
more recent one, yeah.
Yeah. Well, lucky for you, I don't remember that
Yay,
anymore.
I'm off the hook now.
Perfect.
I feel like I'm just gonna roleplay this and be
best
like,
way to
why
take
am I
care of-
mad at you?
Best way to take care of trauma. Just forget it.
Yeah, just you know.
I'll just bury that deep inside.
Yes. So at the end of last episode, you guys had collected Captain Brandon and the crew, and also the Tapestry of Nomus, and you were going to exit. There was a bright light at the exit, so you can't quite see what's on the other side of it. But you did see that there was a sign that said, "Thank you for visiting the Treasury of Caldenta," which Kincaid would know Caldenta is the god of the sea and the chaos in his world. As you guys step through the portal, you find yourself in an extraplanar space, a dark void in space and time. Looking down, you see 2 worlds below you. These planets look identical, except for one has a golden hue, the other has a dark, shaded hue. These hues are radiating out from the planets, clashing into each other to form a short, wavy barrier separating the 2 planets. So you're very much so looking down at what would look like a yin-yang. That's that wavy barrier between the dark side and the light side. As the planets below you rotate, you make out the land and the sea structures that you know very well. You are looking at Ivana and what you assume to be Dorma. You start feeling yourself being pulled ever so slowly towards the planets, but at like a snail's pace. As the planets below continue to spin and spin and spin, the planets are getting bigger, suggesting you're getting closer, but you've already lost count of how many times the planets have rotated. 20, 50, maybe 100 times. As the planets spin, one thing stands out to you in the dark blemish of Ivana in a golden light in Dorma. It takes you only a few rotations to realize that those odd spots you're seeing is the location of the ruined city of Karhang, which you guys would know is the fallen human capital, which is where the perimeter is that Vasa's parents died at.
So sorry, the Karhang is the fallen
That's what
human city that was between
The ruined city of Karhang.
the perimeter is where.
the battle where your mom,
Nope.
Yep.
It's also where.
Vincent's sister, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Vincent's
Okay.
sister, Vasa's mom.
And. Oh my gosh, the
Bonnie.
other end. Bonnie is from.
Bonnie's from there as well.
Well, it would be just my Vaso's mom, right?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
I forgot your dad's still alive. This was way back from the very beginning of the story, like the opening scenes. Karhang was the first major capital to fall, and that's what's causing all these rifts. And since that fell, that's like a big rift. That's like the size of a city. It's just too big to close. And since then, all these little rifts have kind of been opening up randomly.
And to be clear, Karhang was in Ivana.
Correct.
Okay.
I assume Kincaid doesn't know much about
No.
the land cities anyways, because your people were more oceanic, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if I was in Ivana the whole time or
Yeah, you're not sure.
I don't know where I fall in then.
Kincaid, go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw.
Hold on, I'm making a
Yep,
note.
you're good.
Would Vaso know about Karhang and all that?
Yes, everybody in the Order of Light and everybody in Ivana knows about the ruined city of Karhang, since that was, remember, like the world was really peaceful for like thousands of years until Karhang fell, and it looked like the world was going to fall until the Order of Light appeared and kind of saved the day. And that's what the Order of Light is to help keep those rifts closed.
Got it.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom
Okay,
saving
I got a
throw.
+1. Here we go. 15.
You're starting to kind of get like a ringing in your ears, but you're able to kind of,
Tinnitus.
you're kind of able to push it off to the back of your mind, but it's kind of irritating you because you're kind of in like a deja vu a little bit. Like you feel like you've been in this void before, and the site that you're looking down on looks really familiar to you, but it's odd, and you just can't quite place it. That's all right. You guys are in a void, floating.
Are we floating like quickly?
No, you
Snail.
are not.
Snail pace. We don't know how many times the worlds have rotated around each other.
There's nothing around you but darkness except for these two worlds that you're slowly descending towards.
We're slowly descending.
Slowly descending toward, and they're just spinning and spinning and spinning.
They're spinning quickly.
You are not. You are just getting drawn to them slowly.
Can we talk to each other?
You can try.
Guys? What are we... What's happening?
As you guys look at Woods, you see her vocalizing words, but there's no air here to transport the sound. So she's mouthing these words to you, and then you start to kind of panic a little bit, like there's no air. And you see, I'm assuming Woods is going to start panicking a lot, but then you realize you don't need to breathe.
So we're kind of in outer space.
Kind of in outer space.
So we're... Okay.
But like we can see each other, like we're next to each other.
You can see each other. You're trying to reach out to each other, but you can't quite touch each other.
Okay.
Everyone go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oof.
Ooh, natty 20.
No, 20.
I rolled the wrong dice.
Would you roll a 10 or 12?
3.
3. Okay.
5.
5. Okay. Kincaid, you start to feel a lot of terror and panic as you get the sense of just being stuck. That same deja vu feeling is coming to you, and you're like, was that just a dream? Did I really know Captain Brandon? And you look over and you see Captain Brandon and the crew kind of off to your right, and you kind of get a little bit comfortable again. But then as soon as they aren't in your vision, you immediately get back to that sense of terror of being stuck. And you keep asking yourself, were there always 2 planets? What are those land masses? Wasn't there only 1 planet? You're kind of having these weird conversations with yourself. And you guys see Kincaid kind of put his hands up to his head, trying to block out a ringing sound as you're kind of freaking out a little bit. Vaso, I'm going to say that with your 3, you accidentally extend out your shadow sword, and you're very confused at what this thing is on your wrist. And you're trying to figure out what is going on. And you're looking around to try to get answers from your compatriots, and you're trying to talk to them and they can't hear you. So you're also just starting to get really frustrated that you can't figure out what the heck's going on.
I feel like Vaso is just swinging his hand, trying not to hit himself,
trying to figure out what this thing is.
New sword. Who dis?
Woods, with your natural 20, you are feeling a sense of calm as you sense a godly power kind of start to move through you.
Okay.
And then you hear in your head, Lucha say, "Watch out behind you."
I'm going to spin around.
As you turn around, Woods, you see those ogre pirates that you guys were competing against that had left Caldenta's treasury after you guys. They are just drop troopers just streaming right towards you guys.
Okay.
And they just collide into everybody. You're able to dive out of the way somehow, you kind of had a godly assistance in helping you get out of the way. But everybody else, you just get bombarded by these ogres that are descending towards the planet, and everybody just starts scattering off in all sorts of different directions. So Kincaid, you're now floating off into space.
I was propelled in a different direction.
Repelled in a different direction. People are starting to get further and further and further away from you. That's really just driving you. I don't want to be left again. I don't want to be left again. Don't leave me here. I can't be here any longer. Vaso, you're kind of starting to have those same senses, but maybe you're feeling a tinge bit of rage as you're punching this ogre that you accidentally caught or something like that.
Can I try something?
You can.
All right. I want to cast silence to see if maybe casting silence in a place that's already silence will allow us to talk.
I like it.
So I'm going to cast it at a level 2.
Does silence have a vocal component to it?
No. Components V and S is V vocal.
Yeah. So V stands for vocal and S stands for something like you move your hands a certain way.
Okay.
So you go to try to cast it, and you just can't feel that magical power because you can't get the words out that you need to be able to say. But you do start to feel like you have some autonomy to move in this space as you feel these spectral wings kind of come out of you from Lucha.
Can I fly towards Kincaid? I feel like I can sense that he's kind of struggling and panicking a bit. Can I try to think about my goddess and really try to almost flap my wings?
Yep, you can do that. And you're going to move towards Kincaid.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can kind of pick him up a bit.
Okay,
Grab his hand.
So you move over towards Kincaid as you see the rest of the party continuing to descend down to the planet.
Yeah.
So you're kind of purposely slowing your descent so you can kind of do that tangent off to go get and collect your compatriot. As soon as you touch Kincaid, so you reach out and grab him, you are sensed with an overloading emotion of dread, loneliness,
Oh my gosh.
and torment.
Does anything happen to my wings?
They kind of flicker a little bit.
Okay.
And now, Vasa, you're just like punching this ogre that you've got in your hand, and he's not really responsive anymore. And then you look up and you see that Woods has got like her wings out, and she's reached Kincaid, but now they're both like, her wings are flickering. Kincaid is kind of still holding his head, but now Woods is kind of holding her head, and it looks like they're struggling with something.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Also, can we talk about how it's normal that I have wings? Like,
I
this
know.
is like, okay.
First of all, like Vasa's gonna be like, okay, since when has Woods had wings?
They're glowing. They're gold.
Oh, they're glowing gold.
Glowing gold, yeah.
Oh,
She
nice.
must have had some Red Bull in her.
Yes. Not sponsored.
Wings.
Okay, so Vaso is gonna look over and he's gonna see that they're struggling. Okay, so what he's gonna do is he needs to get over to them to help him out. So what he's gonna do, he's gonna kick off of the ogre.
Okay, like it?
Like you're swimming and you're
Yeah,
just kicking off the wall, whatever. So I'm gonna kick off the ogre and go towards them.
Yep. So you're going to propel off him. So he's going to shoot off one way, and you're going to try to shoot towards your companions.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll. Would that be acrobatics or athletics, do you think?
Whatever he's higher in.
I'll let you choose whichever one.
Strength.
'Cause I can see athletics for just like
Yeah, it's
pushing
athletics.
through it.
It's
You know, like,
athletics.
you're not gonna hit him gracefully. You're just
Yeah.
gonna smack into him. But you're like, I'm gonna make it to them for sure.
So I think it's definitely more of a strength thing.
Pushing
off.
7.
7. Okay.
Oh.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna say you push off really strong, but you kind of pushed off stronger than you thought you were because you were kind of semi-raging.
What did you roll?
So you
I
feel like
rolled a 4.
Golly.
So you feel like you're going to just pass in front of them, so you'll just barely miss them. But Woods, I'm going to give you a chance to try to catch them.
Can I cast... hold on. I'm looking.
Just trying to cast more things in the silence.
I know. Well, I was trying to cast Gust, but you have to speak.
Yep.
Do you have
Yeah,
to speak
I already
for-
thought of that.
Oh, dang it. So do I just try to roll to reach out and catch him?
Yeah, let's do that. You can use your goddess ability to try to do a wisdom saving throw.
I forgot I was a goddess. Hang on. I want to read my card.
Okay, sounds good.
I never forget I'm a goddess. Like at work, at home.
Isn't that like a... that's a commercial. Be a goddess.
Oh, I don't know.
It's for some brand.
Sure.
I believe it.
You got it.
Well,
You thought you were a
12?
goddess.
12?
yeah.
That's with your goddess abilities.
That's with my goddess saving throw plus 9. Yeah, I rolled a 3.
She gets onto you for rolling a 4.
Yeah.
She rolls
And
a
then she
3.
rolled
rolled
a
a
3.
3.
Oh, I
I'm gonna
knew
say
rolling that.
I'm gonna say with the 12, you are able to just barely grab onto like the back of his arm as he's flying by.
Okay.
So now all three of you guys are interlocked with each other. But Vaso, as soon as you interact with them, you get that same sense of overwhelming emotion of dread, loneliness, and torment. As you guys see that your progress toward the planet has even slowed more, as everybody else in your party, Captain Brandon, the crew, all the ogres are just plummeting towards the planet. So they're getting
Can we tell what side?
further and further away.
Like, are they going towards Ivana and we feel like we're going towards Dorma?
Yes, I'm going to say you would notice that Captain Brandon and the crew start gradually drifting towards the Ivana side, and the pirates start drifting towards the Dorma side. Kind of like some attractions pulling them to those particular sides.
Where are we going?
You're moving so slow, it's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell.
Okay, so
I was going to ask, so when Vaso made contact with Woods, did he notice that you're slowing down even more?
Yeah, we'll say that your backward momentum to catch up to them kind of slowed you down a little bit more. But then you start feeling the tapestry of Nomus in your pocket, because I think, Vaso, you had that on you.
Yeah.
That starts pulling you guys towards Ivana.
can I try... Oh, there's 2 things I want to try. Can I change shape?
You can try, but I'm going to say as you go to try to change shape, you are having so much trouble focusing
Okay.
because your mind is starting to just race and kind of get this weird melding effect as
Okay.
you kind of lose consciousness, but you also don't. So what happens is you start seeing visions, maybe all at once or maybe one at a time. There's not really a concept of time or cohesion in these visions. I'm picturing this as you guys seeing like thousands of visions. I'm just choosing a handful of them to kind of discuss.
Through the glass of a low window, you see Vaso being helped to his feet by an elf.
You see an underwater meeting hall filled with Tritons in a heated debate. At the center of the commotion, you see the Harbinger of
You
Creation.
see a void with 2 planets slowly rotating below you. This sight looks very familiar, but something
You
is
see
off.
a group of orc children playing soccer in the distant field, but then your thin hands go back to work repairing the fence in front
You
of
see
you.
a dead pirate lying in the sand, but your focus is on a golden coin in the palm of a Triton's
You see a
hand.
void with a single planet slowly rotating below
You
you.
see the sun beaming through the open ceiling of a chapel. Your hands are outstretched, but nothing's
Then
happening.
you see a peaceful sea over the bow of the
You
yacht.
see an army of Tritons in a heated battle with the shape of a shifting god. The god looks frightened and
You
sad.
see a pack of shadowy wolves closing in on Woods as she casts a rift between them. Coming out of the rift, a golden figure emerges and joins in the fight against
You see the
Danoa.
twisting, gnarly roots of the dark woods. In the distance, you see a baby crawling over the roots towards you. You see your outstretched arm, a baby's arm, reaching out towards the
You
stranger.
then see 2 Tritons' hands holding Vaso and Woods. Behind them, 2 planets rotate in the distance. Are you back in the present? You're not quite sure, but at least you think you are. But the planets now look different. Where there used to be 1 spot, there's now 2 spots on the planets. One where there used to be the city of Carhang, and
You are
now
sitting in the
a new
halls of Captain Brandon's homestead. Toria, Blanca, and Captain Brandon are playing
You see an
charades.
orcish hand, quill in hand, writing a letter of hope and commitment to their
You see
Uncle
the crumbled
Benson.
remains of an ancient city as the colossal Danoa charges at you, its hand outstretched to you as you are defined by the sound. Help!
You see the void with 2 planets slowly
You
rotating.
see a
below
battle
you.
mat sprawled on a circular table. You, along with some Triton elders and the Harbinger of Creation, are discussing the upcoming battle. You feel a legion of battle
You
ready
see
Tritons
Woods
at your
rising
back.
from the floor of Salene's temple, holding a wooden bow, smile
You
on
see
her face.
chaos, God Cormit, taking to Vaso, and you hear him say, I used to be more, but now I'm just
Over
less.
the crowd of the Holy Knights, you see a stage where the Harbinger Creation is calling forward the other gods, all golden figures of brilliant light. But your attention is drawn to Woods as a shadowy hue begins
You see
to
your
form
trident
around.
going in for the killing blow on a shape-shifting god, but your blade stops as you see the sadness in his eyes. This is wrong. He can't be trusted. I know you sense it too. I can only save you.
You see
I
a
am sorry.
void with a single planet slowly rotating below you. But then the image gets fuzzy as the whole planet begins to fleck apart in a manner which reminds you of the dissolution Vaso experienced in Dorma.
Many rotations later, you begin to make out the formation of a second planet in the void.
Your
Your mind finally
Finally
overwhelmed.
overwhelmed.
You lose
consciousness.
consciousness.
Hey guys, it's Mike, your host and Dungeon Master at Carriage Rest Tales. I just want to say thanks for spending the time listening to us on our podcast. It really just means a lot to us. If you are enjoying this content, please like and subscribe to this channel and we'll pass this along to your friends so we can grow our listenership as well. You should also check us out on our website at carriageresttales.com. At our website, you'll be able to access some of our additional content, such as our one-shot episodes, but you'll also be able to see some of the information on how you can get a hold of us either through social media or email. As always, thanks again for being a listener, and don't be a stranger. We'd love to hear from you. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Okay, so we all saw these things.
Yes, you guys all saw those things basically through your eyes, but not through your eyes. Even the ones that you recognize, like you, the player, recognize as your memory, it's not clear when you were seeing them that that was your memory or that was Kincaid's memory or that was Woods' memory. Now, I sprinkled in here a few times, you see a void with 2 planets rotating below you. I did that on purpose because, as I said, I picture this being like you saw thousands of memories. I would say maybe 80% of those memories were of a void with 2 planets rotating below you. Kind of like that was the overwhelming theme of the memories.
And these feel like memories, right? They don't feel like future. Like this feels like the past.
Sometime later, your eyes in your head are pounding. Your hearing is the first to return as you hear the sounds of the jungle all around you. Your sense of touch comes next as you feel the bugs crawling and biting all over you.
Ugh.
Everyone go ahead and roll 3 Constitution saving throws.
Am I still a goddess?
You are not.
I knew that was going to be the answer.
How do I have a +5 in Constitution saving throw?
Well, I have a 0, so.
You probably have proficiency
Proficiency.
in it, and then your Constitution, +2. Your proficiency is +3 right now.
Okay.
I got a 5, a 9, and an 18.
All right, so you have 2 levels of exhaustion.
I got 2 21s and a 14.
You have no levels of exhaustion,
Man, stud.
A 20, a 15, and a 20.
and you have
Non-natural.
You have no levels of
Oh my
exhaustion.
God.
I
either.
feel refreshed.
Well, you
coming
were-
through the void.
So you
We're
guys,
feeling
I mean,
great.
Yeah,
because
let's
I
do that
carried you guys
again.
through on my
Yeah.
angel wings.
you guys wake up and all the bugs are just crawling on woods.
Ah, look at that.
Natural bug repellent.
Yeah.
Just bring woods.
Yeah. Off woods.
That's so true because
Well, you have all those snacks on you.
I know.
That's what
what's
they're.
happening.
That's
Yeah.
what's happening.
Well, I had
ants.
space snacks.
Got some of that tang with you.
Dippin' Dots.
We're going to go smack all the insects. I think that'd be nice.
Yeah.
What? Oh my God, my head is pounding. What is happening?
You in the jungle, baby.
What? Where?
Welcome to the jungle.
Why?
You gonna die.
And I feel like I just like opened my eyes and the two of you are just standing over me. Like, what? Why do you have so much energy? And where are we? And why are you standing?
I feel pretty good.
Yeah, I feel
I don't-
great. I don't know.
I feel like I just carried you guys on my back. I have these horrible memories of like coming through something with. Did I have wings?
I don't remember much. I was pretty terrified up there.
What? Yeah, I feel like, and then
And the 2 planets.
Yeah, you guys were freaking out, so I had to.
Did y'all see the
I had to come
planets?
over and help you guys.
Yeah, I saw the planets. I don't know how
Yeah, I
much.
saw that.
I wonder which one we're in.
And she's like gonna get up and roll perception.
Go ahead.
Or sit up at least. 19. Nope. Dirty 20.
Even with the dirty 20, what are you trying to perceive? I guess I should ask first.
Is this Ivana? Like, do I recognize this place? Where am I? I guess, where am I?
You're in the jungle.
Can we tell if it's light or dark? I think since
Like-
we're used to Ivana, we kind of know the atmosphere.
You would know that you are in Ivana, especially Vaso could attest to it because he doesn't have that irritability tingling
Yeah,
in
you're-
his limbs and anything. He's kind of your
How's
sensor.
your tingling?
Like, I feel fine. I think we're good.
You think we're home?
So
Yeah.
if Vaso's in a good mood, we're in Ivana. If
Yeah.
you're in a good mood, we're probably in Dorma.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Or I'm fed.
Yeah.
Tricky. Because if I'm also fed in Dorma, whew, watch out.
Wow. We'll go through the void again.
Guys, well, can we like just talk about a few things? Like, you're a general?
Was a general.
You want to, I don't know, expand
That's
on
pretty
that?
cool.
Yeah, so the world I came from, I was a general and was dispatched to part of the ocean that was evil infested. My troops and I eventually came to find Coldenta, the guy that just led us through his funhouse,
Yeah, what was that?
turning merfolk and tridents alike into the living dead. He slaughtered my entire troop and then somehow sent me here.
I don't,
Dang.
So that is why I hate that guy. And on top of that, he wants to be my patron. And I am not
Why?
going to let
Like-
that happen.
why?
What do you mean, why?
Why does he want to be your patron? Like,
Because that's how demented and twisted he is. He's toying with me, and I do not like it.
why were we brought there?
That's all part of his game. I think he knew what he was doing.
And you're not,
He's the god of chaos. So,
and you're not from here. You're not from Ivana. Like, this is not,
no. That's why I've been trying to find my home. Like, I know it's not in this planet. At least I don't think it is.
Go ahead and roll a history check. History, I would say saving throw, but history, that's not
A
a
history
thing.
saving throw? You're lucky I have a -1.
Ooh.
9.
You're not sure. It's a moment in time.
oh my God.
But there's been clues. Like, coins have been here from my world.
Yeah.
But it's been on the pirates, who I know jump back and forth.
Okay. I got to stand up. Vaso, help me up. I got to get up.
All right. And as Vaso's helping Woods up, he sees this black thing on his arm, or he sees it again. And he's
Yep.
like, "What is this thing? Do you guys know? You guys know what this is?
Yeah, it's like a shadow sword.
Shadow sword?
Yeah, like, just, and she like does this thing with her arm. Just do this. And a sword comes out. See, it's a sword.
Nothing happens, right?
Nothing happens. You have to think of a sword.
Oh. Well, I don't
Wait.
know. You used to do that
Just
before, and a sword would
karate
come out.
chop the air. Just do this.
Vacho's like, what are you talking about before?
It's a sword. You've always had it. It's like a sword that comes out. I don't know. Think about a sword.
Okay, he thinks about a sword and...
Sword comes out.
Oh, cool.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
What happened? You two are just. Did you like eat some mushrooms or something while I was passed out? Why
You have
are
been
you?
passed out a long time.
Yeah.
You two are a little.
Yeah, and you have some bugs on you here.
Chipper.
Let me...
Why are you so chipper?
I
Why are you
don't
more
know.
concerned?
Why are you so tired? Like,
Why am I so tired? Guys, we just first of all went through a random cave system full of crazy puzzles where we all died. Do we not remember that?
oh, yeah, we
we
kind of did die.
Yeah, I had some memory of meeting some god. I think he was the Harbinger.
Yeah,
I
kind of a
don't
big
know.
deal.
I don't remember why or when, how. And I think Kincaid's going to remember Captain Brandon should be somewhere here too.
Yeah, we were with people, and then we were
Yeah,
in
let's
space floating.
Let's go find our other your people.
Well, first, what was that thing you got from the god?
Oh, the tapestry. Or
Did we get all? Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know if
She's
I got a
gonna,
good
like-
look at
had
that.
it.
All of it. Oh, but I'm like, I don't. And she's like looking through the bag of holding, so she's now like shoulder deep in the bag of holding, trying to. I don't. Oh, a snack.
I didn't get a good look at that.
yeah. So, Boss is gonna pull out the tapestry and
It would just to help the listeners, since we have a big poster of the tapestry, it is like the same size as the tapestries that Woods have gotten, which I think was a 1 foot by 1 foot. That's why it fit in a wine bottle.
is it currently pulling me somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that your friend we're looking for?
Yeah.
Which one?
This is our buddy Nomus.
Which
this-
one? There's two on there.
That's right.
Well,
yeah.
the one with the fancy
Is it the
hat.
evil looking one?
No, it's the guy with the fancy hat. He had.
Yeah.
he had
The
flair.
one
He had
on the
flair.
right.
Yeah, this guy with the hat and the feather.
Yeah.
So we're going through all this trouble to find this guy. Cat?
Tabaxi
Baxi.
is the appropriate term, and I would reframe you from calling him this guy. This guy happens to be one of our closest friends. And this
Okay.
guy happens to be the key to all of this that's going on. You know those spinny worlds we saw?
You think he's at the heart of this?
Yeah, I think he knows what's going on, and and then she just like instantly remembers her dream, and then having a flashback of her dream of a baby coming towards her. Guys, we're in this world, these two worlds that there's copies of us on either side, and it clearly feels like the other version of us is evil. Well, Nomus found his, or it found Nomus, and they're now coexisting on the same side. We have to go get him.
Is Kincaid sharp enough to see the yin yang on the tapestry and then connect that to the planets we saw?
I would say that Kincaid at this point has a very distinct memory of staring down at two planets that look like a yin yang for a very long time. So that's actually probably the first thing that you notice is the yin yang in the background. That looks very familiar to what you have in your memories.
Okay, so all this is starting to make more sense now. The two worlds, the opposites, the good and the bad.
And you
Yeah.
can go ahead and roll a history check with advantage now because you're starting to put more pieces together.
What is it? History?
Yep.
Oh, still minus one. 18.
You guys are in the middle of this conversation, and then Kincaid, you start to kind of freeze in the conversation, and you guys can tell he's deep in thought, like you're trying to push him and pull him and clap in front of him, maybe even punch him.
Hey,
Not reacting.
hey, man.
You remember distinctly seeing the planets, the two planets. But you also remember in the past, especially since we just had those memories, you remember seeing a single planet. And then you remember seeing that single planet start to fleck off and form two planets. And those two planets rotated and rotated and rotated for what seemed like centuries. And now you start putting together like the planets were changing, the tectonic plates were moving. You were observing all this happen. And then you remember seeing a golden spot on the dark planet and a dark blemish on the light planet as you remember seeing the ruins of Karhang fall and you saw that expand, but you were still in this void just watching.
So to paraphrase, Dorma and Ivana were one planet.
Yep.
And then something happened to cause them to split into two.
Yep.
And now since then they've just been rotating around each other, but the formations of each planet have been changing.
Yes, they have. They've been changing at the same time.
With a spot of Ivana on Dorma and vice versa.
Yep, but we'll put it for time's sake, because I'm sure some listeners, and I think Ryan is starting to get to this. Kincaid, what you're starting to realize is you were from the planet before the split.
So I was from the singular planet.
You're from the singular planet. You got teleported to this void of a space.
So I probably was up in that void for who knows how long.
For centuries, eons.
So now we've just done that, so we don't know how much time has elapsed on this planet now.
So that's what you come by, and now you start thinking, oh, I am starting to see things from my world in this world.
Or maybe we just went back in time.
I'm going to need a minute to process all of this.
I'm sure Kincaid would need a minute too.
Okay, so I understand.
I got to write all that down.
Okay.
Just write down Interstellar.
Interstellar. Yep.
All right.
Such a good movie.
I haven't seen it.
You need to watch
It's
it.
a good movie.
No, we have Apollo 13 on the docket for Friday night. Okay. So I understand that he was from the original planet, and that planet basically tore apart into two. When it tore apart, he was teleported to a void,
Okay.
and he was in there for an unknown amount of time.
From what we know from the last 2 sessions about, Kincaid has ran through the gauntlet of the God of Chaos, not once, but twice. The God of Chaos also said he's known Kincaid for centuries. Kincaid has a memory of battling the God of Chaos and then getting teleported someplace.
Did the God of Chaos split the
So basically,
planet?
we
Did we just re-split the planet?
So Kincaid got teleported to the void, where he watched his single planet break off to form 2 planets. He was there for centuries as the tectonic plates moved and melded until something caused him to come back to the planets, which I'm going to say was because Karhang fell. And there started to be rifts appearing.
So here's what I think would happen, especially after reading all these memories. I think Kincaid was with the Tritons, plotting with the Harbinger of Creation to fight Caldenta. And I think Kincaid lost and got transported into the void. And then something happened in that battle to cause it to split. Then he was up in that void for thousands of years and then came to you all sometime later after the split. But I guess he went through the cave of chaos
But my question.
before and died.
Yep, at least one other time, yep.
And now he just went through it again.
So now us going through it again, does that mean we split another planet? Or was it just for fun?
I think you're thinking of this linear. So I think Kincaid started at point A, where everything was singular, and now we're at point B before all that happened, where there was 2 planets. I'm thinking we just went the other way.
Oh, you think we're now on a singular planet? You think we went backwards?
Kincaid has the suspicion that maybe we went back to
We
the
went back in
original.
time? Okay.
Yeah.
See, I feel like we were at A, 1 planet, B, 2 planets. Now we're at C,
Maybe they just merged again.
4 planets maybe, or back to 1 planet.
Or finally all that.
We'll have to find out.
Or finally all that.
I think that's our.
On the next season of
Or
Carriage
all
Rest
that
Tales.
twisting and evolving, they eventually just collided back
Into-
into one planet.
Guys,
So we were probably up in space for another centuries.
you think we're... Wait,
We're time travelers.
hold on. I'm old?
We're time
Well,
travelers.
obviously it didn't have an impact on our physical
Yeah,
appearance.
your skin
Okay,
looks
you really
great.
need to watch Interstellar.
Okay. Well, I got to write all this down.
You're good. While you're writing that down, Woods, as you are hearing and observing this information, I'm going to remind you, because I don't want you to roll, because this is information you would know.
Okay.
At the end of our Gen Con episode, the God of Chaos, when you were talking to him, you had said, do you hate the Harbinger creation? And he's like, no, I don't hate him. I just disagree with his philosophies, like casting a spell to split people's souls. He said he was against that.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with that information now.
I'm just reminding him.
Okay.
Vasto's gonna look at Woods, and Woods is Vasto's gonna be like, "Hey, Woods, can you try to open a rift right now? See what happens."
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna step away.
Step away
yeah,
from the rift.
can you? Yeah, like go stand over there, and she points
Yeah.
to a massive tree. I have exhaustion. So
2 levels.
2 levels. Does that affect my rift creation?
It does not. It just gives you
perfect.
disadvantage on ability checks, and your speed is halved. So you guys are
How
moving.
big do you want this thing?
Just see if you can. Just a small one. Doesn't
right.
have to be big.
I'm gonna roll.
He's testing a theory, which I love.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a d4 and give her 3. Oh no, we said, do we have to roll anymore, or I can just?
I think we were still rolling.
Okay, well,
3.
I'm gonna give her a good old 3,
Okay. You open a rift.
like a little mini rift. Like,
You open a little tiny rift about half the size of Vaso.
there you go.
Okay. Do you what?
Want me to go in it?
What's on the other? Can just look on the other
I, like,
side. Do you see it?
Pop my head in, but I like cast it at like lower for some reason. I don't know why. So I like
you have to-
bend over and like pop my head in. Hello.
And you see the same kind of jungle, but on the other side, the jungle is not as lush and lively, but more looks like it needs to be watered.
Okay,
a
like
bunch
just
of
dry.
weeds, dry, kind of crackly,
Like
but it definitely got
Denoa.
that, yes, Denoa you feel, Dorma feel.
A Dorma desert, a Dorma fort jungle.
Dorma jungle.
So can
okay.
I'm gonna pop my head back out. Don't close this. I'm gonna step in fully. I'll give it another 4. I can probably get in it. I'm in.
Yeah, you can get in it.
I want to roll perception. I got a 10. I'm looking for any sign that it's different from the Denoa that I've known before the swirly, whirly, yin-yang space ride.
The Dorma you've known before,
Yeah.
it reminds you the same as the Dorma you know before.
Can I take a couple minutes and forage for my health potion things?
Yeah, that's fine. You can go around and forage. What are you going to tell the party? Because it's going to take you, go ahead and roll a d20.
5.
5. It's going to take you at least 5 hours to find enough for 1. Remember, you're supposed to be, you could do this during a long rest.
Oh,
So-
gotcha. I'm not going to do that then.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to just, I don't know, spend 5 minutes over there. Just kind of poking around, looking at things. And I'm going to come back to the other side and close it.
Okay, sounds good.
I mean,
You
it's,
sensed you were there for 5 minutes and you started to hear kind of crackling all around you, like you were starting to get surrounded by something. You're not quite sure.
yeah, I'm definitely getting out of there.
Okay, sounds good. You're able to leave just fine.
So I'm going to step out and immediately pull my bow.
Okay.
And she's like, you guys just see Woods like spinning with her bow out, like checking around. Do you guys hear anything?
There must be more bugs on her.
See anything?
What are we looking for?
I just,
Yeah, what?
there's on the other, I opened a rift and I think I was surrounded. I just want to make sure I'm not surrounded on this side.
You might be surrounded by bugs.
We're not seeing anything.
She's going to
yeah.
roll perception. Ooh, natty 20.
Is it still open? The rift?
No, I closed the rift.
Okay. You don't notice anything then?
I guess I did close the rift.
Since you all
I
know
was reading, so I didn't hear.
since you all know this world better than me, is there known jungles in Ivana that you're aware of?
You guys would know that there are some jungles, and it's going to be. I'm trying to get my map pulled up.
Sorry, we came onto that full health, no health. What's our?
I'll give you full health. That's
Okay.
fine.
We've been resting for 1,000 years.
you have been resting.
That
for a
is the long rest.
Yeah,
that is the
get my
long rest.
spell slots back.
You guys would know that there are jungles in Ivano. There's a couple different of them, so you're not sure which one you're in, but
It's not unnormal.
it's not unnormal.
That's weird. Is that a word?
Unnormal?
Unnormal?
Abnormal.
Thank you.
Abnormal.
Finance major, ladies and gentlemen.
I think as much as Kincaid wants to figure this planetary thing out, he does want to go try to find Captain Brandon and the others. So
I
maybe
know.
we can scout out a little
Why?
bit. Why? I mean, you were after your friend. I need to go find mine.
Yeah, but it's not really the mission.
He's just going to walk away. He's fine. Don't be part of my mission.
Vasa's going to look at Wood and be like, ouch. Man.
So he's
Yeah.
Kincaid's
Dang.
pissed, and
Starts
that's not
walking
the
up.
answer he wanted.
No, I imagine
and
not.
I'm going to go find Captain Brandon on my own.
Okay, so you're gonna start hacking through the jungle.
Yep.
So you see Kincaid hacking through the jungle. He's going a little bit slower because he's the one blazing the trail. You guys are welcome to follow or let him just continue going.
Yeah, we're going to, I mean,
Let's go. We got it.
hey,
No,
hey.
no, I don't want your help, and I'm going on without her. You stay here with your bugs and your rift.
Vaso, your phone your shell phone
Yeah.
starts to vibrate a lot, but it's like a lot. And you guys are hearing a lot of sounds as you finally look down, and now that you're getting you've moved a little bit, so now you're starting to get some sandbars. You come up.
Horizons really got good service.
Yes. You open your phone and you have 87 messages.
87. 87 in 1,000 years?
God, that stinks.
Man, that's terrible. Okay, he can answer the phone, I guess.
Well, this is just informing you of all the messages that came in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is why I kept buzzing, because it finally got connection. It's like, oh, here he is.
Got it. Okay.
But you can listen to the message if you want to.
I'm going to listen to the messages.
Okay, so it's all from your sweetheart, and they're pretty fun and flirty at first, but then they start to get like, I haven't heard from you in a while. I really miss you. I don't know where you went. And then a couple more like that. Did I anger you? Why aren't you calling me back?
You ghosted her, man.
Ghosted me. Captain Brandon just appeared back in town. He said that you guys went on an adventure, but you haven't been found yet.
Did Kincaid hear that?
I mean, you're the one listening to the messages, so you can tell him if you heard it or not.
I'm going to be like, Kincaid, get back here. I might know where Captain Brandon is. And then I'm going to play
Where?
that. I'm going to play that message.
On speakerphone.
On speakerphone.
Yeah.
You have to open it more.
Speaker shell.
Speaker shell.
You find out that in the message it says that Captain Brandon appeared back in town. The Jacques is no longer more, but the Jacques 2 is there. They lost the ship, but he did get a second one. He's looking for Kincaid. He doesn't seem to find him, and that's where that message ends. But that's only about halfway through the messages at this point.
Okay. I'm going to keep going through the messages, see if I can find anything else.
You keep going through, and same thing, like, I really miss you. I want to make sure I know where you are, that you're safe, and kind of all that type of stuff. You get to the last message, and it says, this will be my last message, my sweet Vaso, on this dreadful day, 1 year since your disappearance. Please, if you ever get this, call me.
Are there, is there a digital screen? Are there dates on this?
Screen.
Like a sundial?
There's not a
sundial? Do we know?
Not.
We can't discern dates.
You can't discern dates, and I don't.
Man, and she's just gonna put her hand on like Vaso's shoulder.
I'm going to call back.
Okay, love it.
I'm still hacking away at the woods.
All right, you're making slow progress. Are you calling and walking?
Yeah, I'm calling and walking.
Can you just
texting and
hang
walking.
on? Can I apologize, please?
Nope.
God, I just
right.
kind of been through a lot.
I've been busting my back helping you with your mission. I thought this was a two-way street, but I was wrong. And I'm just still hacking away. I'm not paying attention to her anymore.
Okay, you're calling.
Yeah, I'm calling.
Oh my goodness, Vaso, Vaso, is that you?
Yes, yeah, it's me.
Oh thank God. Hi.
Where are you? Are you still at
Yes.
the cave?
Yeah, we're still at the Cave City.
Okay,
That's what we call it.
I'm gonna ask a weird question, but how long have I been gone?
About a year and a half.
Okay.
I'm so excited you're home. I'm excited I can talk to you. When are you going to be home, though? When can I see you? Where are you?
I'm not sure, but kind of a long story. But
Ask if the captain's there.
is Captain Brandon nearby?
He came through probably about 2 days ago. He's trying to find Kincaid and you guys, but he
Yeah.
also has to pick back up the merchant. So
Where do you know where he headed?
I think he was going back towards Black Bay Harbor just to check to see if they knew anything.
Okay.
You get the sense that, at least from the messages also, that Captain Brandon is looking for you guys, but he also still needs to fund the looking for you guys. So he's running his merchant operation while he's looking.
That would make sense.
So the guy you didn't want to go find, not a part of the mission, is on a mission to find us.
Well, look, we found him.
No, we didn't.
Well, we know where he is. We just don't know where we are.
Yeah.
So,
Part 1 solved.
Okay. Yeah, we need to. I'm talking to these two. It's like,
Did you say that tapestry was pulling you somewhere?
Yeah, it's pulling me in a direction. We think it's pulling us toward Nomis, but we're not sure.
What direction is it pulling you?
that way.
That way, yeah.
I'm
Just going to start
smoothing, hacking that way.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's go.
Go ahead and...
Did you hang up with Eldwin?
Yeah, so I said, Okay, sweetheart. I have to go.
Sweetheart.
I'll be sure to call you often. But we are somewhere in Ivana, but we're not exactly sure. So, but I'll keep you posted.
Tell her
And-
we're in the jungle.
Yeah, we're in a jungle. Do you know?
I'll let Captain Brandon know if I see him that you're in a jungle. It sounds pretty far from the water, but I can try.
Ask if they're spellcaster. Like, can they find us? Is there some sort of
Track my phone spell.
Life
Find my
360?
Yeah.
Ivana 360?
Yes. So she's going to, or I'm going to ask her to. Do we know the elven spellcasters? What are their names? Or
They all died.
I think they died.
Ask if they have a new one. Ask if they got a new one.
yeah. So I'm going to ask Aldwin. Like, do you know any spellcasters there?
I can ask around. Rose should be able to maybe answer some questions for us.
Yeah. Can you? Is she nearby? Can we talk to her?
Sure,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know what Rose sound like, but hello.
Hi, Rose.
Exactly like that.
Exactly.
Hi, Rose. So this is Vaso.
Hi, Vaso.
Hi. So
Why did you ghost our friend? That wasn't very nice.
Yeah, we kind of got stuck in a time portal thing.
Well, that sounds scary. I am sorry. I thought you were just a jerk. Okay, continue.
Yeah, thank you. Do you have? Is there a way that you can track this phone
Call.
to see where we are? Because when we came out of the time portal, we got thrown into a jungle and we have no idea where we are.
No, I don't really know a spell to do that. These stones ascending kind of just work on their own. I don't know exactly how to echolocate with them.
Can't we? Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Give me the phone.
Hey, here.
Hey, hi.
Don't
Hey.
waste my minutes.
Oh, it's fine. We'll buy you more pebbles. Okay, so can you send like a animal, like a bird? Like, do you have the power to like? Don't you have like a?
I don't know.
You
where
want
I
her to
would
tweet
send
at you
it.
now?
Yeah, I want her to tweet me.
I'm
I
gonna
think it's
say
X now.
you guys aren't gonna be able to come up with a solution on this one,
Stupid.
but I like your ideas.
Oh, like inspiration link.
Maybe.
Okay. All right, Rose. Okay, and listen, yeah, the whole time warp thing is totally true. It's definitely not at all an excuse. Here.
See, I got references.
All right.
Kincaid's rolling his eyes as he's the only one really trying to
get
find
anywhere.
us
Yeah.
anywhere.
Everybody go ahead and roll a d6.
2.
2.
Or
So that'd be 8. So I'm going to say you guys are in this jungle for approximately 8 days. As you're kind of trying to hack through, you find like cliff faces or ravines that you need to work around. Occasionally you'll find some wayward monsters that you need to either hide from or kill, like general stuff.
Can I craft an apology and roll persuasion on Kincaid?
That is up for Kincaid to decide.
Over 8 days, you're not going to forgive me.
I mean, Kincaid's been through a lot too. His mortal enemy just reappeared,
I think we'd
had
have,
his way with him.
Found out you were kind of trapped in an extra-dimensional.
I feel like we,
time
I'm
spot.
1,000 years old.
I feel
Keep in
like
mind that's also 1,000 years of isolation.
Yeah.
we'd probably just sit down and have like a really good heart to heart maybe and like kind of hash some of these things out, and she would really apologize and hear your feelings.
But I think we could do that over a campfire. Sure.
Okay.
Vaso, go ahead and roll a intelligence check. I'm trying to think of what intelligence skills there are. Arcana.
17.
History,
Religion.
investigation, nature.
I really even
Religion.
fit this. What did you roll?
17.
17. You would notice that the Tapestry of Nomus, occasionally it no longer pulls you in a direction. That usually lasts for about a day, and then it will start pulling you again. And then about a day later, it will stop pulling you, and then it'll start pulling again. But it always seems to be like a 24-hour span off and on.
Do I know if it's always pulling me in the same direction when it is? Or
What
is
you can
it,
discern, yeah, because you guys are moving, but you get the
Okay.
sense maybe with your high roll on the intelligence, we'll say that with the sun angles, you're like, oh, it's still pulling me in the same direction. It's just like every other day it's pulling me.
Okay. So I bet he's going from one side to the other, kind of like the elves are.
Oh, so do you feel like,
Maybe
When
when
he's
he's
on-
on the other side is not.
or when he's on this side, it's not? Either way. So when he's
I
on
think
our
it's I think
side,
it's pulling when he's on this side.
you think it's on this side?
Yeah.
That looks like light magic. That thing.
So actually, I want to try something.
Yes.
The next time it's not pulling, I'm gonna hand it to her.
Okay.
Ooh.
Does it pull for her?
It does not pull for her.
You are so good at D&D. When did this happen?
I'm just trying to figure stuff
Golly.
out.
Making up for those puzzles.
All right.
I know,
So
right? I got
when, when it stops pulling, you hand it to Woods to see if it will pull for Woods. It does not.
Could we also try with Kincaid just for funsies?
Kincaid?
Sure, for funsies.
It doesn't pull for you ever.
Ever.
so
Does
even
it
You don't
pull
have
for me?
You don't have a connection with Nomus or Vive.
I don't know this cat.
he's a cool cat.
Oh.
When it's
have a
pulling
cat.
for Vaso, it'll pull for Woods.
But it won't pull for Kincaid.
Never
at
pulls
all.
for
Okay.
Kincaid.
Typical.
Woods, go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
What kind?
Just a straight intelligence.
The intelligent kind.
11.
You just intuitively, because you like to go to Dorma also, you decide you're going to try to go to Dorma when it's not pulling. When you go into Dorma, it does start to pull again.
He's going
So
back and
it's
forth.
whichever
You were right.
side. Yeah. Okay.
He's on.
Yeah. So the tapestry has to be on the same side that he is on.
So do we go back and forth? That's dangerous.
Or the tapestry doesn't know how to find him when he's in Dorma.
I think we find him on this side
Yeah.
just because.
Is that your
I got the
anti-
nose tap from the DM.
Is that your anti-Dorma speaking?
Yeah, that is.
Anti-Dormite.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, the last time I was over there, I think I was like minutes away from being ambushed.
Do you think there's a slight possibility that this map is also pulling us towards the evil Nomus?
Only one way to find out.
Yeah. Golly. Guys, this is a lot. Like, this is a... She's having like a crisis happen. Where
Here.
are we?
Here,
Also...
have a snack.
Golly. Yeah. She's gonna
Have a snack and a smile.
Just have a snack and
she's gonna sit down on a log and like eat some fruit leather and just like
After the 8 days,
freak out.
you guys appear at a outskirts of a village. You can hear the
Yay.
village out in the background.
Are there people in the village?
Well,
Village people? Since you just did the YMCA.
YMCA.
There's a police officer.
You guys finally exit the jungle, and what you see in front of you, you start hearing the village before you get there. And then you peek through that last line of trees, and you see it's a nice meadow of tall golden wheat stalks planted in nice neat rows, and the village is off in the distance. And then out of nowhere, a large ogre steps into view holding a curved blade high, poised to strike. Kincaid, what are you doing?
does Vaso recognize this ogre?
I'm going to say Kincaid's the first one to see them, but you can still roll a perception, but I'm going to give you disadvantage because you were currently talking with Woods trying to like help her through her existential crisis.
Kincaid's going to cast a spell, just reactionary.
That's what I assumed would happen, but
Which one? 1 second.
12.
you hear like a crack and you turn and you just see the silhouette of it because you're still in the tree line. So it's kind of like you're blinded by the bright light. So you just see the silhouette of the ogre.
Does Vaso remember from his home, Amberton, does he remember like a jungle nearby?
No, it is not. Okay, this ogre, not orc. Remember, you're an orc. Ogre's what those pirates were that you guys were fighting all the time.
Okay. All right.
Are we full on hit points and spell slots?
Yes, you are. Because at this point, you guys would have been kind of resting on and off
Reactionary, I'm going to cast Grease on the big sickle.
on the big sickle. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
So with the grease spell, you then see the ogre try to swing it down, and it just slips out of his hands, and he just kind of turns like, "Whoa, that was weird." And then
Were you trying to attack us?
Who are you? What are you?
Whoa, hey.
Oh my
ah.
goodness! Ah.
I thought you were
Easy
trying to
pal.
attack us.
No,
Who
just-
are you?
I'm just Farmer Joe. I'm trying to clear my wheat. What?
You just came at me with a huge sickle.
I did not see you there. I am so sorry.
Hi.
Oh my
Hey,
goodness,
hey,
more of you guys.
farmer.
Yeah, there's
there's three.
There's three of us.
Yeah, just us. We come in peace.
Sorry,
we live in
there's
You guys
Other-
gave me a heart attack.
there's been other ogres I've encountered that have been hostile. So
You found hostile ogres?
yes,
Well, I can't think of anyone from our village that'd be hostile. That's super weird.
this was in
What village?
Windhelm.
Windhelm?
What was the name of that? What was the name of that village?
What? So
I got so many notes.
Stringham?
Yes.
They don't know where Stringham is. What's Stringham? Is that
Stringham.
a village from the other side of the jungle?
Maybe. Do you know Black Bay Harbor?
No.
Where?
This is going to be a weird question to ask you.
Yeah?
Where are we?
We're in the village of... What should we call this village? What's this village called?
It is...
Big Stomp.
Oh!
Big Stump?
No,
I'm glad she asked. Is like, no.
Stomp Farm.
Stomperton.
Stomperton. There we go.
Oh, you're in Stomperton. It's a little village. Very peaceful here.
Is
Although
this-
lately we have been having a lot of golden shards. I mean, people just passing. It's been weird, but it's kind of slowed down a little bit over the last little bit.
So I guess we're still in Havana.
I guess that was about last year. We had a lot of people pass.
Like just people you know, or just
Well, yeah, some of the villagers would just be
okay.
going out
Randomly?
to the fields. I assume they must have been being attacked by something from the jungle. We would just find a golden shard in the field and bring it back. And
Ryan, the player, is trying to. Was it? Kincaid's not going to know this. Wasn't one of our first scouting missions? Some of the people at the pub were saying like people would just
Oh,
randomly.
Mordana. Yeah, that's by Mordana. Mordina.
Mordina.
Okay, hold on.
So
Woods is
many-
not paying attention because she's rifling through her bag of holding looking for something.
Woods is looking for something?
Yes, Woods is looking
Okay.
for something in her bag of holding.
um,
And she pulls out and she's upset because she thought she had a map of Havana, like the entire world, but all she has is a map of Black Bay Harbor
In her pack.
in her pack.
And I'm going to say, since Sam, the player, has misplaced her map of the world, so has Woods.
No. Did we ever get
I don't
it?
think we. I think it's on the
yeah,
site.
we never got
We
one.
never,
I'm
we
pretty sure I
never
gave you
print.
a site.
Nope. Everything. Look, I have the rules of Carriage Rest Tales house rules. I have a cheat sheet. I never got a physical copy of the actual map. So,
I don't think I have a copy yet.
but it's on the internet. So I'll pull it from the internet, and that would be going to www.carriageresttales.com. I got it right here. So she's gonna dig through. Yeah, hang on. She pulls out this piece of paper. Hey, sir. Hi.
Yes.
Hi, my name's Woods.
I'm Farmer Joe.
Farmer Joe. So nice to meet you. Thank you for not killing us.
We're peaceful. That's why I've never heard of
Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy.
Stringham. I'm kind of nervous about these
Well-
aggressive ogres.
Well, it doesn't seem like they're close to us. Can you? And she's gonna pull out this map of Ivana. Can you tell me where we are on this?
Let me see. Okay, and he's spending a long time looking at it,
And
you kind of sense that he doesn't know the whole world, but then he starts to kind of like really look down, and he's going to pinpoint like one of the bays.
Okay.
Be like, oh, this kind of looks like that cliff face that we try to avoid. Yes, okay, I think so. If I was there, that'd probably be, and he's gonna point. Let's choose. So you guys are just northwest of the ruins of Carhang. So in that
So we're here.
yes, you're there.
How long of a journey is it to Carhang from here?
Do you know what Carhang is?
I'm not sure what
The
Carhang
ruins.
is. Oh, those ruins.
The
where
ruined city.
Yeah, where all those that big rift is at. Yeah, we don't go there.
So
But how far away is it
Zimbara?
from here?
Oh, that's probably 4 days through this trail, and it'd be like a little like game trail.
So are we close to Zimbara?
Yes. That's the Loxodon capital, I think. Yes. You'd be, yeah, and then I guess there would be another big city over about a 5-day journey from here.
So, where are we at in relation to Black Bay Harbor?
Hold on. She's like turning the map around because she can't.
We're on the other side of the world, aren't
We're she's just looking at her friends. Yeah. We're not. Okay. Yeah. See, we're here, and we want to be there. Farmer Joe.
Yes. You guys, I am so sorry. Do you guys need refreshments, drinks, supplies? I can't imagine you guys were how long were you in the jungle for?
Honestly,
days.
felt like years.
It's such a dangerous place. I'm so glad you guys are safe.
Dangerous how?
I mean, there's just animals out there. They need to eat. And
I'm trying
I
not
mean,
to
as I
touch your
said,
phone.
like a year to year and a half ago, I guess a year, 2 years ago, we were having a lot of people just dying.
Geez.
About a year and a
So
half
something
ago.
must have. I'm glad that monster, whatever it is, has moved on. But
Was it something
What?
of attacking these citizens?
we would just see their shards in the field, but it didn't look like there was any like signs of a struggle.
She's just like waving her arm like with a wand, like the spell.
What?
What?
The spell.
He's like, what is
You're-
going
What are you-
on?
what are
You're
you
both
doing?
Farmer
just
Joe's like,
staring at me.
these people are strange.
Yeah,
Tell me about it.
Like she was adopted, so
We found her in the woods. That's why her name's Woods.
so Vasa, he wants. Which way is the tapestry pulling them right now? Like, can you?
Tapestry would be pulling him towards, now that you kind of get your bearings and you're like, okay, the Loxodon capital's there, Carhang is there. It's pulling me towards Black Bay Harbor.
So southwest-ish.
Yep. More west. but
More west than south.
We are very east from Black Bay Harbor.
But is this the globe we're looking at, or is it just like a flat map?
Well,
oh,
it's kind of like a
It's like a world map. So
world map. So
kind of directly on the other side almost.
geez, we could literally go either way, almost.
Yeah.
We can find a ship.
We have to look like crazy people. And she kind of has this thought that, like, I got a map. You have a piece of carpet that you're just kind of holding.
you just stumbled out of the
And
jungle.
this guy,
Which way, kitty?
so I'm gonna shove it back in the papers back in my bag and like kind of like look at Fossil, put it away. Is there somewhere in town we can maybe rent a room, or can we maybe come out of the jungle?
Yes, the pigsty just always has free beds available. We don't get many travelers, so there's only a couple of rooms. And he looks at like 1, 2. There's only 2 rooms, but you guys don't mind splitting it. I'm sure Susan will be more than excited to have the patronage.
Yeah. Okay. And could you guys just point us in the
Oh,
right
yes, I
direction?
am sorry. And he like points over the field. There's like a little hill. He's like, if you just walk that direction, you're going to see the town center. I say town center. It's pretty. We have a small little village up here, but you'll find the pigsty.
Does Vaso feel like he's at home?
Yes, Vasa would feel like he's at home. They're a little bit bigger than orcs, so you're maybe even feeling a little bit more small compared to how you used to feel at home. But you are on the farm. You're seeing the plants. As you're starting to walk around, you see like the animals as well. And it reminds you of a lot of the outskirts of, is it Amberton, I think?
Amberton, yep.
All right, Joe. I hope we can see you again before we travel on. Thank you again for not killing us.
I would never want to harm anybody. I didn't even see. I am so sorry. I almost
It's
hit
all
you
right.
with my scythe.
Just instinct. The grease will come off.
Yeah, I do need to get this wheat down so we can bake some bread for tomorrow.
What's going on tomorrow?
I just like morning bread.
Oh, okay.
Always looking for a party. Okay.
What time of day is it? Can we afternoon, morning, evening-ish?
It can be whatever you want it to be for what you want to do.
I'm just trying to figure out how long we're going to stay in town and how we're going to get to Black Bay Harbor
I
area.
Yeah. So I assume we just start walking right to the.
Well, if we can find a ship, we can probably sail there.
Yeah. I just thought we'd have this conversation
In the room.
in a room. We look like guys. We have to look like crazy people. Like we just stumbling out of the woods holding a piece of carpet and
I don't. He seemed friendly enough.
a map. Like
He was.
also
I'm not self-conscious.
she's like, yeah, but again, you're not wanted dead or alive.
I don't think these people have any real connection to.
Yeah, that guy, he didn't even know what Black Bay Harbor was.
Like
He only knew of the rift, so he knows there's something bad over there. That's what you get. And then he knew of the Loxodon capital, but you get the sense that they don't actually go to those places. They just
heard of them.
heard of them. They know they're there, but they have no interest in that busy city life.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be recognizable with all those bugs on you.
Will you stop your bugs? What? I thought you're getting them off of you guys.
They just keep coming back.
You guys stink. And she's gonna like
We probably
stomp
do.
off in Big Stomperton.
Do we have any interest of going to Carhang since we're this close,
Yeah,
or do we want to go
I feel
straight
like,
to Black Bay
I
Harbor?
feel like we're over here.
for a reason.
I feel like we're over here. We might as well.
I just feel like with everything we saw in the void, Carhang was at the center of it.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll get some answers there.
Can we discern that the tapestry is the tapestry pulling us today or no?
It is not pulling it today.
Can I open a rift and pop in?
Are you doing this in front of Farmer Joe?
No, we've already walked.
We could go. We could go see Susan.
Yeah, I guess I'll
get
do
something
that.
to eat.
Yeah.
Rest.
And make a game
Maybe
plan.
in the morning find transportation or something.
Yeah. I also, I'd like to, can we just like take a day in a place where nobody knows who we are? We're not being hunted. Can we just take a day?
I guess it depends on how fast you want to find your friend.
I think we need a day to rest and reset.
I just need a day. I need a day to walk the streets.
I don't
With
think there's
my-
many
Yeah, there's
streets
no
here.
streets.
Well,
I think
wanna
it's
go-
one street.
I want to
one
go
street
to the general
that's just been
store. And
Head
like,
down.
The general dollar.
I want to go to general
As you
dollar,
guys crest
the
the
general
hill,
coin.
as you guys crest the hill, you see a very small city center or town center, which is really just like 4 buildings with a well in the center of it. And right outside the well, there is a little makeshift, think of like the size of like a hen coop, like a chicken coop. And it says on the top of it, "We will always remember those we lost in the year of great loss." And it's got a bunch of golden shards inside of it. Yes.
We need to ask
And that's where we're going to end.
questions.
Looks like the bard has done it again. What a splendid crowd y'all have been. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Carriage Rest Inn.
So I think Thanos appeared
And snap.
and snapped.
That's what it feels like.
So we don't even know who all's alive.
And I think he did snap. We all died. Then we came back.
All right.
You think they're...
But let's save that for next episode. Sam, you wanted to ask us about
Yeah,
something.
so I
Yes.
just wanted to, I don't know, go around the table and like we used to back in the day. And we spent 2, 5, 4 days up in Indianapolis at Gen Con. And I just wanted to get everyone's take on it. What'd you like? What didn't you like? What was fun? Well, I don't know. Just go around the table and some thoughts on Gen Con.
I had fun. I mean, just meeting all the people and, actually meeting our listeners, some of our listeners in person. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. That was really cool. And I liked the people that came to the live show that had never listened to us before.
Yep.
Like that, I feel like we entertained them, I guess. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun in the live show having people actually physically laughing like, at the stuff we were doing.
Right.
You did a really good job of engaging everybody.
Yeah.
yeah, you did a really
And
good
I
job.
had sent Katie a text afterwards because I thought she did awesome about like actually carrying the poster board around to the audience
Yeah.
members. Because we didn't plan that out, but she could sense I wanted her to do that.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, why don't you try it? Why don't you try it?" And that was so much fun.
I just like that I finally got to meet
Captain Brandon.
Captain
Captain
Brandon.
Brandon,
Captain
yeah,
Brandon,
Here's to
yeah.
you, Captain
Yeah.
Brandon.
Captain
Thanks, bud.
The food trucks were awesome.
Food trucks are
Oh,
awesome.
island
Yep.
noodles. Oh my gosh.
The beer.
Well, yeah, you guys.
I rolled a natty 20 at the Critical Role soda thing.
Yeah.
Yep. That was
Got Captain Brandon 20% off his soda.
Nice.
Yeah.
I loved the Polish sausage was so good, and the bao buns. I think AJ and I
the bao
had like
buns are
3 or
really
4
good.
orders of bao buns, and the island noodles. Oh,
Yeah,
the lemonade. There was a
oh.
lemonade stand that was so good.
I did buy a new set of dice that were cat themed.
They showed up in the one shot.
Yeah, I used them
Yeah.
in the one shot. I forgot to bring them here though. But
What else did everyone
if and
get?
when Nomus ever comes back, I got some
Nomus dice?
Nomus inspired dice.
I bought a cool thing for the studio that said, or actually for my new office, that says, in case of dragon break, and it's a set of dice. It's really cute. It's a little, like, kind of 3D frame. I bought really cute cat spoons for tea that, like, kind of hang over the side of your mug. What else did you guys buy anything?
I
I
bought,
actually didn't.
We,
You didn't buy any-
food,
yeah.
beer, and
Food,
dice.
yeah.
Yeah, beer and food.
I bought a book. And so I like to do this because at Gen Con, the authors are there and they will sell you on their book. And it is awesome to hear the author tell you about their book. So me and AJ were walking around looking at the books and I saw one and it looked interesting. It was called Shield and Shard. And I was like, oh, that's a cool name. And then I was like, hey, why don't you talk to me about your book? And she got all excited. And she was like, yeah, it's about this two worlds or these two people, and one of them gets pulled into a rift and they need to like,
Yes.
and I was like, all right, well, I'm already buying this.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love that.
I just started reading it, so I'll have to give a book review on it later, but so far it's awesome in the first chapter. So
There was walking through. I wish I had more time. I packed my schedule entirely too much.
Yeah, you all. I think Nick and I
wait.
didn't really book much of anything, and we just
Yeah.
spent,
Yeah,
we just walked around all day.
So I wish I had more time in the Grand Hall, but the bonsai game looked really cool. I think that's something that's going to go on definitely Christmas list. Also, we saw some really bizarre games. We saw this game called Consumption, and there was a lot of food-based games. I don't know, maybe if that's just what I remember, but there was a hibachi game. There was a dim sum, which I legitimately thought it was actual food when I walked by because the pieces looked so real. And then there's this other game called
Did you try to eat
Yeah, I
the
might.
pieces?
I double take.
That's such a Woods thing to do. Like,
I am really Woods. So yeah, I mean, I wish I had a little bit more time to do that stuff. I also really enjoyed hustling and handing out our swag and our merch, and I thought eight of us did a really good job.
yeah, like I remember we handed out like all the bags, like the first, like when we
in
got
the first,
there,
like,
we
20
got rid of
minutes.
everything in like
Yeah, like,
10 minutes.
It was like 200 bags.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
it was a
insane.
lot.
And then the day we handed out like 150 fans to the line of people going into Gen Con because it was 90 degrees, then made Mike walk all the way back to the car to get more, and he got
then a
back.
storm came.
And then a storm came, so then I carried.
Oh, geez.
Oh yeah, you guys had left.
We
yeah.
must have left by then.
Yeah, so wild. That was
All
really
right.
cool.
Well, hopefully we'll see you guys next year at Gen Con, because I think we'll definitely be going back. Hey guys, it's Mike, your host and Dungeon Master at Carriage Rest Tales. I just want to say thanks for taking the time to listen to our podcast. It really means a lot to us. If you are enjoying the content and you haven't already, please give us a 5-star review. It's really going to help us grow our listenership and be able to reach more people. I also want to give a special thanks to Tabletop Audio for providing the background music for today's episode.